So I'm asking you to join up with me as we race across the United States, some of the biggest stages in motorsports and the biggest tracks in the world. My name's Kyle Ranieri. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, and I'm a professional race car driver. My racing career began when I was 8 years old, racing go-karts locally in St. Louis, Missouri. After that, we moved to a regional and a national series, racing against some of the best drivers in the world. 4 years ago, I had to step away from motorsport to pursue my degree at Oklahoma State University. After graduating with honors in business and marketing, I'm back to pursue my career in the sport that I have such a passion for. This year, we will be competing across the country in some of the biggest stages of motorsports. Stakes are higher, the cars are faster, and we'll be going toe-to-toe with some of the best drivers in the country. I'm ready to devote myself wholeheartedly as an athlete and representative of the people and businesses that make this possible.
My user experience with the Gata app is that it has provided an opportunity for me to gain a competitive edge. And it's something that I was already doing, but it's given me the means to do it more efficiently. And by being able to keep track of the insights that I have from my internal dialogues, it's allowed me to stay on top of what I have to do that day and to stay more focused in the car, which translates into better performance. The Gata app kind of works like a personal therapist, where I can open this app, say, hey, like I'm struggling in turn one. Turn one is a big problem and I don't know how to fix it. So I can open the app and I can start an internal dialogue, and the app will record it and it will change my voice, which psychologically works to kind of open up that channel in your brain to say that, hey, you're not speaking to yourself, you're speaking to somebody else, which I've noticed has kind of given me, a mentor-mentee kind of mentality about it, which then I can answer my own question and gain an insight from that rather than, just trial and error on the track, which takes up time, takes up mental capacity. So I've been able to open the app, talk about, an issue that I'm having with my performance, answer my own question, and then record the insights from that question, which then I can use on the track to better my performance.
If we're comparing this Gutted app internal dialogue with, for example, just regular mental coach, why do I need using this app?
Well, if you're talking to yourself all the time, whether you realize it or not. And by vocalizing that, no one knows your thoughts better than you. So if I hire a mental coach, which by the way is going to be way more expensive than any application.
How much, by the way? Do you know that?
I don't know for sure. I can tell you that racing coaches go anywhere between $8,000 to $25,000 a year.
A year? Yeah. Around, or 200 per hour.
Right.
$200, yeah.
It's very expensive to have a personal coach. And like I said, the coach doesn't know what you're thinking. He's trained to do the best job he can to guess what you're thinking and help you. So by having an internal dialogue, there's some questions that I might not necessarily want to ask a mental coach, stuff that I'm self-conscious about, say there's a turn on a track that I know that I should have down. I'm kind of embarrassed to talk to a coach about an issue that I'm having with that. Whereas with this app, I can privately have a conversation with myself and come to a conclusion that I made, and then track that conclusion using my insights and apply that to my performance.
The main results of this app are insights,
Yes.
Could you share which insights did you get?
Yeah. So an insight that actually worked very well for me was a couple of weeks ago. We were at Circuit of the Americas for a race, and the race was a very big field. I think 40 to 50 cars were in this field. And if you've ever seen the Circuit of the Americas track in Austin, Texas, turn one is a big spot for accidents. It's a very tight turn. You're going over 100 miles an hour into it, and you're going to be 3, 4, 5 cars wide. So it's a very dangerous turn. And I was really worried about it, I'll be honest. And I was sitting in the trailer, and the insight, I was talking to, using my internal dialogue, and I said, I don't know what to do in turn 1. And through the conversation that I was able to engage with myself, I got an insight that said, hey, just stay where you're at and people will go around you. The biggest problem, and I addressed this in my mental dialogue, was that the only reason they're going to hit you is because they don't know you're there. So they know where I'm at the beginning because they're right behind me. So if I just stay there, they know where I'm at. They're not going to hit me. And I did that. And a lot of other people crashed, but I didn't. So by having this insight that I gained from my internal dialogue of just a simple question like, I don't know what to do in turn 1, I saved probably thousands of dollars in damage and performed very well in this race because I already knew what to do. I'm sitting in the car, I'm on the grid, and everybody else is worried about what's going to happen, but I knew exactly what to do. And I was able to kind of attack that corner with a clear head and a clear mind and know that the decision that I've made and the insights that I received were what I needed to do.
By the way, you won this championship, right?
I did not win that race, but I did do very well. Yeah.
Which place?
I was 4th place.
Oh, not bad. Between how many racers?
There was about 46 of them that finished.
Incredible! Come on, it's good. It's good result.
I appreciate it. And what I love so much about Got It is it's yourself. You're the one giving the advice, and you're the most credible. I want to listen to me. Like I know me better than anybody else.
By the way, what do you think about the voice changing?
I like that a lot.
It's made for distance you from yourself. You understood, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I actually started doing was when I was originally using it, I would record the first part of my dialogue and then listen to it and answer it right away. And I found it more effective if I would record what I had to say, step away for a couple minutes, and then come back and listen to it. Yeah, because like I feel, I just say, if I say something like, I'm having trouble getting into turn 1. Let's just use that again.
Yeah.
And then like I say that and then I answer it and I'm like, well, I know I just said that. So there's kind of a disconnect there. But if I say that and then, go look at Instagram for a little bit and then come back to it, I feel like, okay, somebody's asking me about what to do in turn 1. I can tell them. And the voice change helps with that tremendously. More people need to know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it because when I knew that and then I went in, like, I feel like if I wasn't expecting it to change my voice, I would be a little caught off guard. So I don't know. I think maybe an ad campaign or something where you say, hey, like, this is this technique we're using to speak to yourself. Whatever you used in your presentation, I specifically remember it was very effective because I was like, wow, that's actually brilliant. And I'm really happy about what you guys are doing.
Thank you, Kyle. Thanks.